Okay, so Kenya and Phaedra, they're shopping for stuff for the little get together with the girls. They're about to go glamping or whatever the fuck they call that shit. They're about to go glamping, and they pretty much talk about what they're gonna do at the camp and who they're gonna bring to the camp and all of that. But they wind up talking about the dinner, the lunch from hell, and Kenya. When I take two steps further with Kenya, she brings me two steps back with her dumb ass. And this is what I'm saying. She talks about Portia never takes accountability for her actions, but she never takes accountability for the way she provokes actions and provokes a situation and make the situation more negative than what it needs to be. Because she really feels like she had genuine intent on asking about her anger management. You know the girl don't fuck with you. You know you don't fuck with her. So why do you think it was any of your business to bring up her anger management? Because honestly, although I wouldn't be ashamed of me being in anger management, because Lord knows I need to be, you know what I'm saying? I need to be in anger management the way my anger's set up. But at the end of it all, I do feel like if someone is going to ask me about my anger management, it needs to be someone that I actually give a shit about, a genuine shit about. Not that sick shit that just runs out of your ass. I'm talking about a genuine shit about. You know what I mean? And she doesn't give a genuine shit about you, Kenya. So I don't get why you felt like it was appropriate for you to bring that up. And then on top of that, when she walked out of the restaurant, you proceeded to follow her. Like, don't you know? I remember watching Real Housewives of Miami. And Joanna and Adriana got into this argument, and Adriana just walked the fuck off, but Joanna kept following her. Like, she chased her out of the damn party. She kept following her and following her everywhere she went when the girl was trying to get away from her. And the girl just had enough of her following her ass, so she slapped the shit out of her. And that was on Real Housewives of Miami. And that's a long, long time ago. And I wasn't even no fan of Adriana. I was a fan of Joanna, the one that got her ass slapped. But at the end of the day, Joanna had no business following her. You know, when a motherfucker walk away, don't chase their ass. Just let them go about their motherfucking business. So I don't understand why Kenya thinks that she doesn't do any wrong. Like, you provoke situations. You know this bitch don't like you. First of all, you had no business asking her about the situation. And then on top of that, you had no business following her. So, bitch, own your shit. Just like you want Portia to own her shit, you need to own yours. Like, you do provoke people. Just like you provoked Kim Fields just last season. Like, you pulled her chair from up under her and you don't think that you were wrong for doing it. Bitch, Kim had every right to turn around and slap the shit out of you just for doing it. You don't do nobody like that. You know what I mean? Like, you act like a little kid sometimes. Like, you really honestly think that it's okay for you to do shit like that. And it's not okay. So then, Portia speaks to a therapist about her issues with the girls. And honestly, I don't see why Portia thinks that Candy is just outright attacking her. I don't see that. I just see that Portia stuck her nose where it didn't belong. Yeah, Phaedra was her best friend, but Candy was also very good friends with her. And she doesn't think that it's based on her hopping into the situation between Candy and Phaedra, something that had absolutely nothing to do with Portia, and the fact that she was taking sides when she was friends with both of them. And I honestly feel like this: if you're friends with two people and they having an issue, you stay the fuck out of it. Unless you're gonna keep it real with the both of them, then you need to stay out of it. Because I don't think that Portia was keeping it real with Phaedra. I think that she just upped Phaedra ass. Honestly, that's all I think. And that's my issue with with Portia this season, because Phaedra has really shown herself to be a fake bitch. But Phaedra been a fake bitch since she came on the show. I was on her side during the Kenya thing because I felt like Kenya was wrong, but when it all came out that Apollo was the one lying, you know what I'm saying? I was over it, but I always felt like Kenya was a fake bitch. If you go back and look at my videos from the third season when Phaedra first came on, those were my earlier videos. Like, when I first started doing this shit, I called Phaedra out on her fake shit because she was fake as fuck. Like, a bitch that would lie about her due date is fake as fuck. A bitch that would sit up there and lie and say that she never said what she said when Cynthia had a whole videotape recording of her saying that shit is a fake bitch. So I don't understand why Portia is so hell bent on riding for this fake ass bitch, because she ain't real. You know what I'm saying? She ain't real. So I don't understand why everybody riding for her and why everybody making Candy out to be the bad guy. But whatever. But I do feel like sometimes the girls do attack Portia. Sometimes they really use that whole she got into a fight with Candy with Cynthia and Kenya and Jamie as an excuse to come for somebody. Like none of them had ever gotten violent with someone. Like Kenya forgets that she charged that Portia and Anguilla. Kenya forgets that she threatened a pregnant woman, threatened to knock her teeth out of her mouth at the reunion. Kenya forgets that she pulled a chair from up under a woman. You know what I mean? Candy seems to forget that she ran up on Mallory saying she would drag her in this bitch. Like everybody has their moments. So you know, it is what it is. I'm not honestly promoting violence, but I get where Portia is coming from. But at the same time, I know how to walk away from situations that is going to provoke me to do stupid shit, because me and my sister don't get along that well, and I do not like arguing with her because I know that she says things that triggers my anger, and I know that if she says something to trigger me, I will beat her ass until blood comes out, because that's just how much anger I have towards her. So when we have a fight, I walk off because I can't argue with you, because you're going to keep hitting me below the belt and you're going to keep being condescending, and I can't stand a condescending ass bitch. So when you're constantly being condescending and you constantly hitting me below the belt, I'm going to want to fight you. So I walk away. That's how I deal with my anger. I decide that I want to walk away, especially due to the fact that that's a woman and that's a female and that's my fucking sister. So I would never want to put my hands on her, because I wouldn't want another man to put their hands on her myself. But I walk off because I know what I'm capable of. When I'm angry, I just know what I'm capable of. She ain't seen it yet. Other people have. But when I cry and when I get extremely loud, you might as well just walk the fuck away, because I'm coming for you. So just leave me alone. That's why I don't like conflict. That's why I don't like to argue with people. That's why a lot of the things that is said about, like when people tell me shit, oh such and such shade at you or whatever, I don't respond, because I know me. I don't do well with confrontation. I don't do well with arguing. I don't do well with words, because sometimes with me, words can trigger me to do shit that I don't even need to be doing. Words can trigger me all the way through, so I don't even go there. You know what I mean? So then Cynthia comes to Matt, and she discusses her Matt's issues with Kenya, and she basically wants Matt to take an account of what he's doing to Kenya and why he's making Kenya feel the way that she's feeling about him. But he was also saying about the shit that she does, and Cynthia was saying, well, Kenya can be a drama queen sometimes, and she can. That's one of the few times Cynthia ever kept it real in her motherfucking life, when she said that Kenya can be a drama queen, because she can be one. And she know that she can be one. So I don't even understand the big deal about that. But, she didn't go in on Matt. All she did was tell him that he needs to work on his anger management and his attitude, and just honestly understand that he's hurting Kenya pretty much. So then, Candy throws Shamia an engagement party. And she invites this girl named Hazel. She invites Marlo. She invites Sheree, Cynthia. Oh, and all of that. So, and Sheree. So, it was told to Shamia that Portia wasn't going to come because Candy was the one throwing the party. Now, me personally, I do understand why Portia didn't want to be there, but at the same time, this is about my friend that has been my friend for over a decade. I won't give a fuck who the hell is throwing a motherfucking party. It's about my motherfucking friend. Shout out to my best friend Javars. Today is his birthday. He just turned 28 today. That's been my best friend for 15 years. I have a lot of friends. Don't you see that? But anyway, just like him, if a motherfucker, he got a friend that I don't fucking like, and if that friend threw him a birthday party or anything, I would straight up show up. I don't give a fuck who's throwing the party. It's about my motherfucking nigga. That's my nigga. So at the end of the day, I'm going to support my nigga, because that's been my friend for 15 years, almost 2 decades. So why would I not be there for him? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's bullshit, Portia. You should have been there. I know you were trying to avoid the situation with Candy, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to your friend, it shouldn't even matter. So that's just how I feel. Fuck that. If I was Portia, I still would have came. Fuck Candy. I would have came. So then Sheree decides that, well, speaking of Portia, I went to dinner with Portia and Phaedra, and Phaedra told me that Shamia fucks with everybody's husband in Atlanta. And then that's when Shamia was like, what? And then she was like, well, if I was fucking anybody's husband, I would have fucked Apollo because he made many passes. If you want that tea, I got the tea. And so that's when she was like, I mean, I knew Phaedra before this Southern Belle shit, but I didn't know her. But the word was around about Phaedra. And they was like, what was it? And basically she was saying that she was a dick sucker. I mean, yeah, that's not really tea. Nene already put that out there already. So why would you want to bring it up? Like, who gives a fuck? I mean, everybody suck dick these days. Who don't suck dick? Everybody do it. But you know what I'm saying. But it's just really ridiculous. So, but I do get what Shamia is saying. Like, Portia, I mean, and then Portia didn't say shit. And I'm glad that Sheree pointed that out because Portia didn't say shit. You know, she can always defend Phaedra, but she can't never defend Shamia for a damn thing. And I honestly feel like they should just give Shamia a peach as she about to be motherfucking married. And then on top of that, she's way more entertaining than that other bitch that they got on here. What's her name? Lena. She way more entertaining than her, and she bringing a mess, so might as well let Shamia have a damn peach. But I'm glad that Sheree pointed out that Portia didn't say a damn thing because she didn't. She did not defend Shamia at all. She didn't. And that was fucked up. So, when Cynthia comes to Kenya about her conversation with Matt, she mentions that she told Matt that she said that Kenya can be a bit dramatic. And Kenya got so mad. And all she really did was prove Cynthia point, like, girl, you can't be dramatic. You're doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize that you're doing it right now. Like, you don't realize that you're being a bit dramatic, and you are being dramatic. And I don't get why you don't understand that. But she did have your back. Like, she wasn't trying to, dog you out, or she really wasn't trying to, yeah. She really wasn't trying to, come at you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it all, she was just basically saying what it was. You are a drama queen, and you pretty much proved it that you are a drama queen. You pretty much proved that to everybody that you're a fucking drama queen. And the way that you stormed out pretty much let it be known that you're a fucking drama queen. So yeah, but at the end of it all, I don't think that Cynthia was trying to justify how he's acting, or trying to justify the way that he chooses to go about the shit that he does, because at the end of it all, it's still not right whether she's a drama queen or not. But I don't think that's what she was doing. So then Shamia confronts Portia about not being there. And like I said, I honestly feel like Shamia had every right to be hurt by the fact that her friend for over a decade wasn't there. And I'm like, Portia, you just digging yourself a bigger ditch. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really been feeling you this whole season, but at the end of the day, I do feel like you are not being a good friend. Like, you're not being a good friend to Shamia. First of all, you let Phaedra talk shit about her. You let Phaedra tell all these lies about her. Then you agreed to the lie that she did tell on her. And then on top of that, you didn't come to the party all because Candy was the one that was throwing it. I thought that was a big excuse. It was a major excuse for you not to be there. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck about who's throwing the party? If that's your friend, that's your friend. Be there for your friend. But these bitches on the show don't know how to be nobody's friend, so what the fuck do you expect? But then she also told her about the shit that Phaedra was saying behind her back about her being dumb, stupid, uneducated, ratchet, all of that. And I do believe that she said that because Phaedra is that type of bitch. She'll be in your face one minute, and then she'll smile in your face looking like a joker, and then she'll get behind your back and she'll talk shit about you. That's the shit that she does. And that's why Candy has had enough and just blasting that bitch. Honestly. And I'm glad that the truth is coming out. Phaedra is fake. Honestly, she is. And I'm over it. And I'm over everybody else making it seem like everybody else fake but that bitch. When has Phaedra ever kept it real? Like, girl. Just like that Angela Staten shit. I believe everything that was said. And just like the Apollo shit. Everybody thinks that Phaedra knew about it. I think she did too. But whatever. But anyway. They get ready for the camping trip. And Cynthia and Kenya pretty much make up after their conversation. Kenya just wanted to know if Cynthia had her back. And Cynthia had her back. Of course, they had a little bump in the road when Nene came back. And Kenya was like, well, we're friends, but we're not that close. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of felt bad. She felt hurt because she felt like Cynthia was disowning her because Nene was around. Which she was. But that's neither here nor there. But they got past it. So then, over at Sheree's house, Portia confronts Sheree about telling Shamia about what was said at the table. But just like Sheree said, y'all need to stop talking about each other behind each other back. Y'all always throwing the brick and hiding your motherfucking hand. So just own up to what the fuck you said. Say what it was that you said. Stop trying to hold, trying to throw a brick and hide your hand. It was said. And then I forgot to mention when Shamia confronted her about it, she couldn't say, "Oh, I just don't remember Phaedra ever saying that." Girl, yes you did. And I love the fact that Bravo be running that footage back, just putting y'all bitches to shame because you know that you remember her saying that and you can see it in your face that you was lying. You still lying and you taking Phaedra's side over everybody's. That bitch is just playing you. And now I'm really starting to see what everybody's saying because for a while, because I couldn't stand Kenya, I was just going up for Phaedra. But now that I see that she's a fake bitch, I really feel bad. I'm kind of questioning my damn self as a fucking person. But anyway, so Hazel and Marlo get into it, kind of have a slight rebuttal on the bus because when she said something about we can have a segment with me and y'all can ask me what y'all think about fashion and stuff, and Hazel was like, well, why should we ask you? And then, well, don't you think you should take fashion tips from me? And I'm like, oh my God, every time Marlo comes around, she brings some mess. So then we get into Portia and her anger management yet again, and Candy and Kenya annoyed me. And I'm going to try to be as low as I can because I want to get loud, but as low as I can because everybody's asleep. I'm going to try to be really low on this part. Candy and Kid get on my fucking nerves, and that's mainly because of the fact that why does she have to explain herself to y'all? Candy, why does she have to explain herself to you? You don't fuck with her, so why the fuck do you care? Kenya, why does she have to explain herself to you? You know what I mean? Like, you were provoking the situation. Y'all were attacking her. And Candy want to say, oh, girl, stop bringing up that word attack. Ain't nobody attacking you. Y'all were attacking her. Y'all were ambushing her because y'all didn't have no genuine concern about that bitch. Y'all don't care about her motherfucking anger management. All y'all want to do is provoke that girl and make her out to be the worst person in the world when everybody on this show, with the exception of probably Cynthia, has had a physical altercation. Because hell, even Phaedra almost got fucking physical with Kenya. So what the fuck are you talking about? All y'all sitting up there acting like y'all angels and y'all not. Y'all don't know how to have no adult conversations. All y'all being childish. All y'all gossip. All y'all talk shit about each other and don't know how to act. So Candy and Kenya really got on my motherfucking nerves with this shit. Like, who the fuck are y'all to try to judge somebody when y'all have had altercations on the show? Like, get the fuck out of here. Especially Candy. Because when you said you could drag, you talking about you would drag Mallory and this bitch. You should be the last one talking about somebody being violent. Yeah, it only happened one time, but bitch, know your role and shut your mouth. Shut the fuck up. But with that being said, y'all, this is my review on this Sunday's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm about to take my ass to bed because I don't want to wake nobody up. I already woke my stepdad up, so I don't need to wake nobody else up. So let me get my ass up and upload this video and take my ass to bed. Till Love and Hip Hop, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.